Hi everyone! So today is a bit special because I'm filming alone because Steve is out with his friends. And I decided that, to be a great wife, so I will help to apply for our travel documentation to fly to Korea. Now, what kind of travel documentation you need, right? So for Malaysians, we are visa free. We don't need our visa when we travel to South Korea. However, you do need something called a K-ETA, which is your electronic travel authorization document. So we'll be sharing our journey on how we apply for those as well as what to look out for. So first thing first, when we went through the website, we realized that recently there were a lot of scams website that's going around. So make sure that you actually apply this K-ETA from an authorized website. So I'll put the website link here so that you have it. And just make sure that you don't apply from a scam website lah, right? So it's a waste of money and your time. Okay, another thing is, when should you start applying for this, right? First thing first, you should apply for this after you have confirmed your flight ticket, when are you landing, when are you going, etc. So confirm the timing of your travel. And second, you should only book this K-ETA, to apply for this K-ETA after you have booked your accommodation, because you will be required to enter your Korean address into the application form. So you will need an accommodation booking before you can do that. Usually, the authority will take about 72 hours to a week, they claim, to process your application. Actually, for me, it was really quick. It was like within 24 hours. But just for safety purposes, it would be good for you to apply earlier so that you avoid any issue. Now, to begin the application journey. Okay, so it's very much simple. First step, just go to the website, and then later on, just submit, just start a new application form. And once you have started the new application form, you just need to follow through the instructions on the form. So there are a few parts to the form. First part of it, I'm looking at it. So the first part of it is just the terms and conditions. Make sure you agree to those and then just click next. Second, you'll be asked to fill in your own details, your own personal details, your particulars and so on. You will need to have your passport with you because you will be required to fill in some of the passport information. You are also required to upload a photo of your passport. So you can just use a phone to take a photo, etc. Make sure the lighting is good, no shadow, then it should be great. Next, during the application journey itself, just wanting to take note, during the application journey itself, you are actually required to fill in your particulars for the person that you're traveling with as well. So for example, I'm traveling with Steve, so in the application form, they will ask me if I'm traveling with someone. And once I fill that up, then they also have Steve details captured. However, okay, it doesn't mean that Steve is also part of the application, which means that you still have to apply separately for this. There is an option that they said that you could combine the application, but I didn't see the option when I was applying for the K-ETA. So if you have seen it before, then maybe you can just comment below and let us know how it's done. But for us, during the application journey, they did ask for who am I traveling with, and then I included Steve details in it as well. But then Steve would still have to do a separate application. So just be mindful of that. Other than your personal details and your travel details, another thing that you should also take note of is that you need to have a photograph ready, which is your photo, your IC or passport size photo, a soft copy of it. of yourself with a white background. So for us, we use the one that we have prepared for our registration of marriage, and that is a white background, and you can use for a lot of government documents and official documents. It's great. So next time, even though like you are doing your ROM and they're like, oh, you can use any of the background, just make sure you request for the white background so you can actually use it for more functions than just for your ROM itself. So the white background one works, and we've uploaded and there's no issue from that lah. And lastly, you also need to make sure that you have your Korean address. Now the thing about when you key in your Korean address in the application form, I realized that it's actually very difficult somehow for the form to detect if you just copy and paste like your Airbnb address, for example. So I did that. I copy and paste my entire Airbnb address into the application form where they ask for my Korean hotel details, Korean accommodation details, but somehow they couldn't find my Airbnb. So the way that really worked well for me, and then I cross-referenced online and I realized that a lot of people did the same thing, so I'm sharing with you, is to actually write the zip code instead. So like if this is your Korean address and you have your zip code, just key in the zip code into the form, and then they will have a list of addresses that will pop up. And then from the list of addresses, there's an arrow below, so just click and then just try to find your address. It didn't take me very long actually. It only took me like less than 30 seconds, I think, to find my address. So it's very simple if you just do it that way. Okay. Also, during the process of the form, they have this save temporarily button. So make sure you save that form if you are, say for example, you need to go find your passport or you suddenly need to go take a photo. Just make sure you save the form so you don't have to redo it again. For those of you who save your application form temporarily, is that if you have saved it but you didn't make payment within 7 days, your application will actually be deleted automatically. So you would then have to redo it again. So just make sure that you are doing this within 7 days lah, right? So once you have clicked make payment, the kind of payment methods that are available is your credit card and your debit card, as well as Union Pay. So you can use these three methods. And in terms of the cost of it, it's around 10,000 Korean won. And when I was making payment, it was total up to around 31 ringgit 40 cents. Yeah, so about 32 ringgit I would say. So that's the charges, including the charges on your credit cards and so on. So in total it was about 32 ringgit 36 cent. So that's how much it costs. It's really relatively cheap compared to like a lot of other places. For example, like Australia is more expensive. It's like 20 USD. So yeah. Once you have made the payment, then you'll be able to see that application is submitted screen, which means your application is successfully submitted, and you just need to wait for the result. So again, they claim that they need 72 hours, but I received mine within 24 hours, so that's great job to you. And all you have to do is to check your email, so make sure you check your email for this, and then once you have checked through your email, they will actually show you that, oh okay, you have received this, and then you have your approved application and so on. And you will be given an application number. Now you don't just stop at the email route. You have to remember to actually go back to the website and check for your status, and then you can actually download a copy of your approved documents. Okay, so I think that's all for today's video. We just wanted to share with you about our experience applying for the documents, and hope that you find this helpful, and you can also have a fun journey in South Korea. And this will be our first winter trip together, so I'm very excited. You know, Chinese, they have this saying that if you watch something like the first snow together, and then you will stay together. But we are a married couple, so hopefully that's true. Anyway, alright. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you for watching.